Where once 48 robots stood, now only the 8 toughest, best driven and well prepared robots remain. Our finals begin. Who will claim the Beetle Belt and win Robot Rebellion 2023? Join us as we find out. Hello and welcome to the finals of Robot Rebellion 2023. Thank you for joining us. Last time out was the second part of our round of 16. We saw Dolos and Toucan qualify for that round of 16 in their play-in matches before Dolos took out former champion Night Fury in fabulous style. We saw Baby Dead Bod rip Sir Lancer Frog into pieces. Baby Shreks were taken out by their brother Invert End Boss, and Toucan had a driving error attitude adjuster adjusted them. And so the time in which we crown a new champion draws near, but before that, our 8 toughest machines do battle in our bracket. Later on we will see a match between End Boss and Attitude Adjuster. Before that, Dolos takes on Baby Dead Bod, Icebreaker will take on Schism, and Wheelie Big Lad takes on Gizmo. Several former champions of different robot events in the UK in this lineup. The likes of Gizmo, the likes of Icebreaker, End Boss and Baby Dead Bod to name them. We are just about ready to kick things off with our first battle tonight, which you can see top left of the bracket. It's Wheelie Big Lad, the number 8 seed, to take on Gizmo. Alex Shakespeare, Team Nuts and Bots, brings the vertical spinner on a thwacking arm. This awkward shaped robot saw Boom Zoom take a driving error down the pit, that large size upsetting all. Gizmo, they've barely broken a sweat all competition, this robot, until they came up against Bloodshot in the last round. They almost got high centered but managed to get down and Uta, the champion slayer. We join these two robots down in the arena. Okay, entering the arena for this fight, we have Gizmo in the blue square, the orange vertical spinning discs. They are going up against Wheelie Big Lad, the big-wheeled Thwackbot. They are hoping to bring down the hits from above. They've got a tough match ahead of them. Gizmo is another champion from a previous event.
Robot ears.
We've seen several falls so far. Will another today?
3, 2, 1. Begin. Fight paused.
There was a bit of an early spin up there, I believe, so we're going to restart that one.
Robot ears, stand by.
Gizmo in the blue square. Wheelie Big Lad in the red.
3, 2, 1. Begin.
Up to speed they go. Gizmo going for the wheels.
Definitely so. That's going to be their best tactic. I think the chassis of Wheelie Big Lad is far too high for them to hit properly. Oh! Nice gymnastics there from Wheelie Big Lad, though. Oh, and again, doing a sort of backwards vault there almost.
Good hit to the front side of Gizmo, but a great hit there from Gizmo.
Now that is exactly where Wheelie Big Lad does not want to be, near that Uta zone.
Gizmo's spinner has eaten its own sort of standoff thing, and it looks as though it's done it as well.
Fight paused.
What happened there?
I believe that's a win for Gizmo. It is. There was a nod from Arena Marshal Dave. Wheelie Big Lad is immobilized. The winner there, Gizmo. Gizmo goes marching on, and they will face the winner of this battle. It's going to be either Icebreaker or Schism. Adam Stanley brings the vertical spinner, this former champion of several events around the country. It's a very powerful robot, but it might get punctured by the forks of Jack Tweedy's Schism. The number 4 overall seed is untested in combat, so says them. Not anymore, this robot has gone far. We shall see how it goes for them in this fight. Our round of 8 continues here with Icebreaker taking on Schism. Icebreaker in the blue square, Schism in the red, the Hammersaw versus the Vert. Both have done well to get here.
Robot
Who will progress through to our
stand by.
semi-finals?
3, 2, 1. Begin.
Spinning up quite slowly there, Icebreaker, I think.
Yeah, definitely. So Schism was very quick out the box there, but the legs come out already.
Oh! Icebreaker's decided to breakdance to celebrate. And that's going to be a very quick victory to Icebreaker, ladies and gentlemen. Well, I would call this an upset as 2 of our seeds have dropped out, but 2 former champions beating them, that is no upset. Gizmo, Icebreaker, they move on in the competition. They're through to the semi-finals. They're to face each other. Next up, we will see fights between Dolos and Baby Dead Bod, End Boss and Attitude Adjuster. We kick things off in the second half of our round of 8 with Dolos taking on Baby Dead Bod. 2 very different weapon types here, the hammer saw and long forks of Dolos, though the long forks once again won't be attached. It's all wedge all the way for Dolos. Can they take out another horizontal in their path to the top? We shall find out. It is Baby Dead Bod standing in their way. A former champion in their own right, this horizontal spinner has that big spinny thing as its main strength. Most verts from Robo Dojo are an issue, and this could be one of them. Okay, loading into the box for our next fight is Dolos, the hammer saw with the yellow and white wedge, taking on yet another horizontal. This is the 3rd in a row for them. This time they have Baby Dead Bod, who's been on a little bit of a tear.
Yeah, but Dolos' wedge has been great at controlling horizontals this tournament, and I really do think that Baby Dead Bod, no offense to them, are in for a bit of a fight here.
Absolutely right.
Hopefully, anyway. It'd be really bad if it wasn't a fight.
Robot ears, stand by. 3, 2, 1. Begin.
Here we go, Baby Dead Bod up to speed. It spins so fast that it turns its own body when it turns its weapon on. That was a huge hit to the side of Dolos.
Dolos doing good to deflect those hits with that wedge.
But it's being peeled now.
Yeah, certainly bits shredding around. Oh!
Even the likes of Night Fury couldn't peel the wedge like this.
It shows you just how powerful the spinner of Baby Dead Bod it truly is. But Dolos doing a good job here at trying to control the fight and use that kinetic energy against Baby Dead Bod.
There's a piece laying on the arena floor that wasn't there before. I'm not sure who it belongs to, but at the moment, Baby Dead Bod is pinned up against the sidewall, and a spin up from Dolos hits the top, but just misses.
Yeah, I don't think much damage done there at all, which is a shame. Dolos will want to try and get that tactic in there again, but Baby Dead Bod at the moment just driving around and trying, I think, to get around to the back and get to the side there. Didn't quite manage to take advantage of that situation.
The pit is now open. They'll need to watch out for that.
Especially when they're bouncing around the arena like a ping pong ball at the moment.
Something else has been removed. It looks like it's a wheel of some description. Oh!
Huge
Big hit
hit
to the
there.
floor. Can Baby Dead Bod get away from here? One wheel hanging over the edge.
On the verge of oblivion, but they
managed
just...
to get away. Oh! The rope-a-dope from Baby Dead Bod, and now Dolos is in danger.
Is that even physically possible?
He's being counted out. Your winner is Baby Dead Bod.
What a fight! I've heard of walking on water, but that's ridiculous.
An incredible bout, that one, and it looks to be another here as the last seed standing, the number 2 seed, End Boss, Chainlail's vertical spinner, sets sights on Attitude Adjuster. The deadly weapon of End Boss is what this robot is all about, but their forks are also to play. They have a forky opponent, however, in Scott Anderson's Attitude Adjuster. We've seen it control the competition around, and that hammer saw come in at critical times. Will we see it again from Scott? We're about to find out. Loading into the box now, we have End Boss, as yet undefeated in combat in the red square. Attitude Adjuster, likewise undefeated in combat, going over into the blue square. We were talking to Shane earlier, driver of End Boss. He said his entire run here so far has equated to just over 1 minute of combat action. He has been getting things done that quickly. Attitude Adjuster, meanwhile, the yellow hammer saw robot. You've just seen a demonstration of his abilities from Scott. Hopefully he can get that crucial hit.
Robot ears, stand by. 3, 2, 1, begin.
End Boss spun up to speed very quickly there.
Oh, it looks like Attitude Adjuster is actually winning the ground game here when it comes to the forks. Forks are a very effective way of getting underneath your opponent, and Attitude Adjuster definitely seems to be winning that one and keeping them at a bit of a stalemate here. Oh, big hit there though by End Boss onto the front of Attitude Adjuster. Attitude Adjuster once again getting underneath and pushing them around. This has definitely been End Boss's toughest fight so far, Jevon.
Yeah, absolutely. The forks have been locking back and forth. That's a bad place to be in if you're Attitude Adjuster, though, underneath where End Boss wants you. But there was no big hit there. In fact, the weapon on End Boss seems to have stopped for a second.
The belt's gone. I just saw the belt. The belt is gone. We could be up for a huge surprise here. End Boss, the number 2 seed.
And it's advantage Attitude Adjuster here with a huge hit into the side of End Boss.
We could be about to see a big surprise here in the round of 8. The
Look
number
at
2 seeds, End Boss, are on the ropes here.
The tug of war here. There is going to be an unstick if they can't get separated, however. There it is.
We're having a pause.
But you've got to think that's advantage Attitude Adjuster at this stage.
The drama is high at the moment.
The robots will start back in their starting squares, as has been the case with all of our unsticks today.
Robot ears, stand by. 3, 2, 1, begin.
Here we go again. Attitude Adjuster very fast and back round to the side of End Boss, but End Boss getting the forks in underneath. Good use of their weapon to get free there.
End Boss, though, winning the ground game on that occasion and pinning them in against the inside wall. But Attitude Adjuster has still got a working weapon that will definitely work towards weapon effectiveness if this does go to a judge's decision.
Yeah, absolutely right. That weapon's still at full speed and dug into End Boss, but it's a dangerous place to be.
Very dangerous. Oh, it's close. It's very close, but they're hanging on.
He just needs to hang on for dear life here. If he's stuck in for too long, they're going to have to unstick. And the fight is going to continue. What a good use of this rule. Holding on for dear life, they have to get unstuck and go back to their corners. And so there is new life to this fight as yet.
Everything's still to play for here. Nothing has been confirmed yet.
Attitude Adjuster is very in the chassis of End Boss. They're just trying to unstick the two robots now.
A big round of applause for our resident strongman, Dave Weston there.
There are 13 seconds remaining in the fight.
Robot ears, stand by. 3, 2, 1, begin.
Here we go then.
10,
Not very
9,
long left in this
8,
fight. Into the final
7,
10 seconds they
6,
go. But it could be all over here and now. No. Good driving from Shane to get away from the pit. And the fight is going to end there. What a fight between these two robots. Massive round of applause.
That was fantastic. that could potentially have been fight at the tournament, I think.
It's certainly the most tense I've been in a tournament fight. I'll tell you that much.
That's the most exciting bit of sport I've ever seen.
So the judges are inspecting any damage to Attitude Adjuster currently. You can see Jamie and Callum there looking on. I believe Judge Ryan has just gone to have a look at End Boss.
This is the, I think, the most tense decision of the tournament, to be honest.
Definitely. So between the fight of End Boss and Attitude Adjuster, it is a unanimous decision for...
Drum roll, please.
Attitude Adjuster! Another tournament winner falls at the hands of another robot. And the audience has gone wild for it. Attitude Adjuster will go on to fight Baby Dead Bod in the next round. Congratulations to them.
Go and find some roboteers. Maybe I should have got my paper. Scott, as a change of plan, instead of you coming over to me, I'm going to come over to you because
Okay,
you seem to be quite busy.
I am very busy. I am putting on my wedge for Baby Dead Bod. This is a rematch from last year where he flung me out of the arena. And so I'm out for revenge.
You're out for revenge. Okay, he's got a very powerful weapon, but you are a very tenacious driver. I wish you all the best.
Thank you. I have a surprise for you.
You have a surprise?
Yeah.
I look forward to this. Have you got a second to say a few words, Ellis? We're coming to you instead of you coming to us.
Oh, that sounds good. Yeah, no, I think I'm all right after that fight. He got a couple of really lucky shots. Well, I say lucky shots. That's how his robot's meant to work. But he got me there, here, and really critically there. So this new version of Gizmo has this extra extension over the weapon belt.
Yep.
The previous version was tighter like that. And I've been hit twice on this event, in that exact spot. So I'm chuffed about that. Yeah, it's one of those fights where you can't plan against a robot like that. It's just, that's his whole game, is to throw you off. And I've had two of them now. I've had the two big wheelie robots apart from Stratus. So yeah, and I'm now fighting easily my pick for the win of this competition. And the scary trouble here by Country Mile, which is Icebreaker. I have fought it before and I won. I don't know, I'm happy to be here now.
Crossed. I mean, you've done so well this weekend.
I'm chuffed to get this far. Like, it's a rebuild of a robot that's done well, and all I can ask is that it lives up to whatever expectations there might be, and I think I've done that. So now, I normally say top 16, top 8, the rest is bonus, so I'm going to go with the flow, but I do hope I win.
Fingers crossed.
Cheers.
All the best.
Thank you very much.
How are you feeling going into the next fights, essentially?
Nervous. Gizmo's really. It's the one robot I didn't want to fight in the competition, but we've got similar robots, so it should be an interesting fight.
You've been doing incredibly well all weekend. And you have. Scott is quite nervous. Do you think you can use that to your advantage?
Well, given the questionable physics my robot does now, I'm thinking eventually Newton's third law is going to happen, and I'm going to end up exploding.
Well, so fingers crossed.
Yeah.
This is a crazy final four.
Yeah, it is.
A crazy Final Four indeed. We've just seen the teams. Let's have a look at them on paper. Gizmo takes on Icebreaker next, followed by Baby Dead Bod against Attitude Adjuster. These four robots have fought hard and they have won a lot of fights to get here. They've come through hardship, some of them. Certainly Baby Dead Bod had to go through plans to get to this stage. They've done incredibly well. Icebreaker, I believe, is currently undefeated, as is Gizmo, and that makes this fight very interesting indeed. One of these robots is going to fall here, and it will be their first loss of the competition. It's harsh, but hey, that's how robot fighting goes. Ellis Ware against Adam Stanley, Gizmo against Icebreaker. I'm excited for this one. Only one vert can progress in this fight. Will it be the orange or the blue? We're about to find out as we join these two robots down in the arena for our semi-finals. Loading into the box then, in the red square we have Icebreaker, the TPU vertical spinner. It's a vicious machine. We said at the very start of the weekend this thing is consistently top 4, and here it is again, doing wonders. They will be going up against the orange printed bot of Gizmo, built by Ellis Ware. Here we go, then the robots are loaded into the arena. We are ready to get going with this fight. This for a place in the grand final.
3, 2, 1, begin.
Up to speed, both of these robots jockeying for position. Giving each other some room. Attacking this tentatively. Remember, this is quite tactical. Oh, but
full 360 like, through the air and another.
Looks like Gizmo.
And there goes the wheel. And there goes another, and that could well be it.
Icebreaker taps out, both wheels gone upside down. And that was a very, very convincing win for Gizmo.
Short but sweet, the way Gizmo likes it. They move on, and now our final semi-final matchup between Baby Dead Bod and Attitude Adjuster. Baby Dead Bod, the horizontal spinner, is looking good. And Scott Anderson with Attitude Adjuster says that they have a secret, a surprise for Baby Dead Bod. We shall see what that is as we head down to the arena in just a moment. These two robots have done incredibly well to get to this stage. One of them is going through to the final. Let's see who. Loaded into the arena in the red square we have Attitude Adjuster, This thing defeated End Boss in its last fight. It's sporting its hammer setup for this fight with its big front plow. It is here to face Baby Dead Bod, the big horizontal spinner who's done remarkably well to get here. Was a previous champion at Battle of the Borough last year.
Robot here.
They're hoping to make
by.
it 2 in 12 months.
3, 2, 1. Begin.
Attitude Adjuster fast across the arena, stopping the spinner. Great box rush there from Scott.
Yeah, that was definitely a great box rush. And oh, another good deflection there.
Massive hit there.
And I think that might be the weapon cooked. It is. I mean, Baby Dead Bod's done a great job of managing to take out the robots that have designed to take it out so far, but I think it's just taking a few too many hits now.
Yeah, they're going to really struggle now as a wedge bot because, well, they haven't got much wedge to wedge with. But the one that does have the wedge to wedge with is Scott with Attitude Adjuster. Now inverted, though. We'll have to watch that. We'll have to self-right and get off at the back of Baby Dead Bod.
Yeah, that was a rare bit of poor control there from Scott and his driving. Now trying to bring that axe down and hopefully get into those sort of vulnerable slots on top of the machine. The pit button has been pressed as well.
Yeah,
that will
but
definitely benefit them.
No, I don't think that will benefit Baby Dead Bod at all. Attitude Adjuster will need to be very cautious with his driving. Both robots have been driven very well throughout this whole competition. Baby Dead Bod have no weapon. Attitude Adjuster now getting some hits in.
Yeah, trying to pin him against the arena side wall and get that hammer down onto the top panels. Try and get into some of those vulnerable slots on the top there.
There's
and
a good
does
hit.
so. Very good
He's
shot
in full
there.
control. Can he get him over? Can he get him out?
Oh!
He's out! The first to hit the bottom of the pit is Baby Dead Bod. Attitude Adjuster will be in the finals. Well, the fairy tale story for Attitude Adjuster continues as they move on to face Gizmo in the finals today. It's an incredible matchup, these two robots. We shall talk more about them in just a little bit, but before that, we have our third place playoff to decide. Icebreaker and Baby Dead Bod, they may be down and out, but one of them is still going to get a third place trophy. So who will it be? Will it be Adam Stanley's Icebreaker, the vertical spinner, barely put a foot wrong all competition? This bot has only lost one fight, and that was in the last fight against Gizmo, who is now a finalist. Baby Dead Bod, they have had a tough path to this stage, but they have been going from strength to strength. Can they go one fight more? Being loaded into the arena for the third place playoff, we have Icebreaker, the blue robot that will be in the blue square, and I'm just looking at Baby Dead Bod. It's got yet another spinner on it, and it's a small spinner this time. Or is it just the wrong way round? It's the wrong way round. It's got a big thing on it. So the horizontal meets the vertical
Robot here.
for the chance to come
Stand by.
third.
3, 2, 1. Begin.
Here we go. Both weapons up to speed. Big hit there from Baby Dead Bod, and another Icebreaker flung into a wall. That's a rough way to start a fight for anyone, and has lost a wheel.
Lost wheel, upside down, can't regain their bearings. That was very, very quick. Although,
He's
that's
moving
out of
outside.
circumference.
He's a melty brain now. Another huge hit there from Baby Dead Bod.
I'll tell you what, that spin.
There goes the other wheel.
And
that is going to be it. Third place goes to Baby Dead Bod. So here we are, the two bots ready for the grand final. Gizmo, Ellisware's vertical spinner, is very destructive and currently undefeated in battle. It's completely 3D printed, which could be a worry for them. We shall see as they are going up against another 3D printed robot in Attitude Adjuster, though this one has a little bit more protection from some HDPE sections. The Hammer Saw is also undefeated to this point and has been on an incredible run. Let's talk to the teams.
Right, me and Anderson are here with Ellis ahead of the grand final against Attitude Adjuster. How are you feeling?
I am feeling actually the most calm I have in this competition so far, because now I really don't mind losing to Scott. It's an awesome robot, and he's got longer forks than mine, so from a technical fight standpoint, I have to outdrive him, and it's going to be very hard to do because he's a brilliant driver with a robot that drives brilliantly. So it's a bit pot luck like every single fight, but I'm honestly just happy to to have a final that I'm glad I'm doing. I'm not going into it absolutely terrified of critical damage, which is probably a mistake. But whatever happens now. Obviously, I hope I win. But whatever happens.
Whatever happens. Anything to add, Anderson?
I was just wondering, coming off of that win earlier this year in February at Brawl, do you have a bit more confidence that you're going to come out this one as a victor, or do you think that he will be able to take you here?
I am slowly learning to be confident because I'm such a pessimist. I'm a cynical swear word. So trying to believe that I've built an Apex design. It's a 4-wheel drive vert, and I know it hits hard now. I know it's fairly reliable now. So I should be able to go into these fights fairly confident. But to be honest, ultimately it all comes down to the ground game.
Yep.
So I had good ground game in February. People have got better ground game here. I've got slightly better ground game here too, but not as good as his. So I do feel the pressure of success, but also the relief of success, if that makes sense, in that it's not an embarrassment. So that's good.
And top two, I mean, there's nothing to be sneezed at. There's been some amazing robots here. Stratus lost early. The fact that you are in the top 2 of the whole competition like that, you must be really proud of that.
I am really chuffed with that, because going into this, I was like, I'll be lucky if I get into top 16, chuffed if I get top 8. So to be now obviously either first or second is brilliant and way higher than I was expecting, or hoping even. And yeah, I think this is the most stacked Beetle event we've had in the UK, possibly ever, certainly this year. So to get this far, if I've got a one event win and an event second on the belt of this thing, then I'm happy with that. Obviously 1 and 1 would be great, but 1 and 2 is just as good for me.
Well, everything to play for. I am looking forward to this fight. Yeah, you get in there, Jevin.
Get your camera.
I just need to check. I charge that one. It's quite important, isn't it?
Yeah, don't do an evil move.
It might be a long fight.
Well, Ellis, good luck.
Thank you very much.
All
Cheers.
the best.
Thanks for your time. Appreciate it.
Jevin, we have Scott Anderson here in the grand final with Attitude Adjuster. How?
Well, how? Because I've basically re-engineered everything since my last competition in February, where I went against and lost against Icebreaker, got to the top 8. So it was a total rethink. The only things that I carried over are the arm, the drive motors, this weapon motor and the battery. Everything else is designed from the ground up just to be a bit more durable and to be a bit more tanky. So all this yellow, more yellow is good, of course, but it's made out of TPU, so it's a TPU kind of sandwich chassis.
Here we go.
Yeah, so the whole design is now based around these drive pods, which you can see are very flexy and designed to absorb energy. So yeah, just a total rethink. New weapon motor as well. Hopefully a bit more reliable in the arm, because it's never consistently worked until the last competition. So I'm taking what worked and doing what worked, not doing what didn't work. And yeah, it's been 5 years of similar robots. So it's the first one was made by me using a chop saw. So it's all 45-degree angles. So yeah, it's mad. It's all 3D printed. I've learned how to CNC all these bits. But yeah, obviously had a lot of help in the pits as well. It's been brilliant how everyone's kind of rallied around. I had Rob from Boom Zoom helping me change the setup over from Baby Dead Bod to Gizmo. I had too many people to name, but they all know who they are, just helping me out. So it's been brilliant. Just really nice atmosphere.
Yeah.
A lot of help in the pits and a lot of support, which has been amazing.
But we can't overlook the amazing driving that you've been showing us this weekend, because you have outdriven almost everyone. I mean, one person left in front of you, but there are so many awesome driving matches that you've been a part of. I mean, you stopped the weapon on Baby Dead Bod, 2 hits in? And that isn't a fluke. That is you and your amazing driving skills. So
thank you, because the driving has been my weak point in the past, and I'm not sure, but there used to be a magnet in the pit, I think, that just attracted my robot.
I'm aware of that. Yeah, no, I know that one.
The pit magnet. So I've been trying to train that out and just experience driving. It's a very controllable robot as well, so it's got a very stable wide platform, so it's very stable. 4-wheel drive means that it can go in a straight line very well. And yeah, it's just about kind of being a bit more patient, I think, as well. So earlier in my robot career, I was more inclined to just go for it and just rally someone. But now I've been learning to do that when it's appropriate, like against Baby Dead Bod, you want to stop them from spinning up, but also to sort of find your feet a little bit first. So it's just been small improvements every single event. My first one with the hammer saw was 2 Raptures ago.
Yeah.
And it worked really well until I drove in the pit. So I've been working on not doing that. But also, yeah, it's just constant iteration. For example, the wheel shafts kept getting bent, so now they're thicker. The motor, it happened twice at Norwalk and once at BBB, where the wheel was directly attached to the motor and it just got ripped straight off. So it's now no longer attached, there's a bit in the middle to make it a bit more durable. But it's all changes that make the robot more reliable and more durable, the pointy end more pointy, and the sharp end more effective.
Yeah, I mean, both you and Ellis have had a remarkable weekend.
Yeah, so much respect for Alice.
It's amazing to see you come this far. We were chatting earlier, so you said this was as far as you've come in a competition ever.
Yeah.
And yeah, everything to play for.
So everything's kind of been working so far. There's still time for it to not work. I don't want to jinx it, touch wood. But it'll be good to fight Ellis. We fought about a year and a half ago at BBB. A year and a half ago in February with his horizontal glow, and so that the lessons that I learned from that fight put me in good stead for the fight with Baby Dead Bod. And yeah, massive respect for Ellis as a competitor, and looking forward to. I hope it'll be a good fight. I hope it won't be over too soon. Just got to see how it goes.
Well, fingers crossed, Scott. We are. I am looking forward.
Shaden.
I am looking forward to this grand final.
Yes, me too.
It's been an awesome weekend. Yeah, get in there, Anderson.
Gizmo, as mentioned by the judges, have a very destructive path on the way here. One of its fights it won without even leaving its entrance square, which was very impressive. It's taken out many a machine over the years. Sorry, Dave. It's taken out many a machine to get this far, including our personal people's champion, Bloodshot. And it's just a very well-built machine. Somehow, a machine as good as this wasn't finished until 5 o'clock yesterday morning, which is even more baffling.
Yeah.
Attitude Adjuster, meanwhile, has got this way on a less destructive path, more on a tactical and well-driven path. Both machines have proved their worth. Both machines have been brilliant, and we're about to have perhaps the best final we could have asked for. Gizmo versus Attitude Adjuster.
Yeah. We have Attitude Adjuster in the red square, Scott Anderson, the driver. And in the blue square, we have Gizmo, driven by Ellis Ware. Incredibly destructive all weekend. Ladies and gentlemen, it's finals time. Let's get into it.
Robot ears, stand by. 3, 2, 1, begin.
Here we go then, up to speed is Gizmo. Getting around to the side of Gizmo, however, is Attitude Adjuster, popping him up into the air though. Now having to get over and self-right once more.
Yeah, they were sent into the air pretty quick there, but they were able to get over, and now bringing in that hammer saw. I'm not too sure what damage they did do there. Ellis, we were talking to them earlier on. Ellis did say that he was a bit worried about how well-driven Attitude Adjuster was, but... Oh!
Huge hit there.
He is doing a great job of controlling this fight, Jevon.
Yeah, both robots still going despite that massive hit, and now Attitude Adjuster getting the hits in, getting spun up and hitting the ear of Gizmo. But Gizmo flipping him over once again. Can he self-right? He doesn't have to. Gizmo just did it for him.
Another huge hit there. Sparks sent flying, but it looks like that could be it for Attitude Adjuster. They have got 6 seconds to get moving. It doesn't look like it's going to happen, and we have a winner and a champion.
Your winner is Gizmo! So it is time to award our presentation of trophies for the Roboteers who came first, second, third and fourth. We will start from the bottom and work our way up. So the 4th place trophy this year for Robot Rebellion goes to Icebreaker. Congratulations. The 3rd place trophy goes to Baby Dead Bod. Congratulations. Anderson, do you want to do second?
Yeah, I'll do second. The 2nd place trophy goes to a personal favourite of everyone's here, the absolute mad lad himself, Scott, and his robot, Attitude Adjuster. Congratulations, mate.
We're going to allow the president of Robot Rebellion, Garfi, to come in with the Beetle Belt to award to the winner, Ellisware and Gizmo. Move out the way. It's heavy. There we go. Another round of applause for Gizmo. Thank you all for watching and thank you all for coming. A massive thank you to all our Roboteers, to all of our event organisers and for all of you watching. We've been your hosts, Jeff Woodrow, Anderson Hill and Jimmy Cotton. Goodbye.